Good morning, gardening people. My early birds, where are you? It is currently 4 a.m. No, I don't wake up like this on a regular basis. Actually, yes, I do. And I like to be prepared for the day. So here we are. I hope you're feeling highly blessed and favored by the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Jésus de Nazareth. Oui. My name is Dia, but you can call me the Tampa Garden Lady because I be gardening and learning and sharing information, good stewardship and whatnot. I hope you're here to learn with me. I am not an expert. I get all of my information from YouTube University and Social Media Academy. I trust my colleagues, the people that I follow. Thank you for all of your advice. I think it's great to follow other people's experiences, but I think it's even better to trust primary sources like your local extension program. They usually have gardening initiatives to teach people information like your zone, your location. That is probably one of the most important things we can know as gardeners. What is going on in our climate so that we can understand what to plant, when to plant it, and why, and how to take care of it. The UF Extension Program is a great example. Their website offers a lot of information about the zone coverage and the temperatures, and it also explains plant hardiness and how that works. From my knowledge, it's basically how well a plant will survive and how viable it is in cold weather. Our plants in Florida have to get used to the cold weather. We have to get acclimated to that. We're not used to that. So it's most likely that a lot of our plants would die in cold weather. So something good to keep in mind and keep track of. Like, for example, I am in zone 10A. The lowest temperature that it could reach here is in the 30s. In January, we experienced something like that. That was our last frost date. So, knowing that information and just looking over that information and studying that while also gardening could help improve results. I know it does for me. So, yeah. And if you're not from Florida, you can also just type in local extension program and something from your local university should come up. And there's also the almanac. You got to go old school. Either way, get that research in. Now that we have all of the important information out of the way, hi again. My name is Dia, and I'm preparing for my fall garden. I'm mixing 3 different kind of soils: the Kellogg raised bed potting mix, some Miracle-Gro, and some black cow manure. I'm really excited because the fall is when we really shine as Florida gardeners. The spring is going to take you through hell and back. Look, I'm lucky I even got the melons. So many bugs. It's hot. It's just a hot mess. Not a good time. Despite nature's obstacles, I persevered and did get some harvests. These baby carrots came early in the spring, like late February. It wasn't even really spring yet, but technically it counts. And those are my beautiful beefsteak tomatoes. Yes, ma'am. My musk melon, super proud about that. There's nothing else to say. I fertilized. I started my seed luckily right on time. I'm just really happy about it and I'm proud of myself. I was also able to get this small melon here. I do not know the variety. I just know that it looks like a store-bought melon that you would typically buy from the grocery store. These are my tomatoes. I got so many tomatoes. I've been harvesting tomatoes since January and I literally stopped last month. So I'm so proud about that. Those tomatoes, I think those tomatoes really solidified my learning journey in gardening and really helped me understand timing when it comes to gardening. I started these tomatoes in September and they didn't start producing fruit until January. And I recently, in June, stopped picking the fruit. I think that's how a plant's life cycle should go. And I want to model all of my plants after that experience. So I'm really excited about that. So back to the seed mix. I have the Kellogg raised bed potting mix, the Miracle-Gro all-purpose soil, and black cow manure. And I put some vermiculite in there. I wanted to add some other stuff, but honestly, I'm at the end of my budget and I just can't do anymore. So this is going to be it. But I really want this at the end of the garage so that too much mildew won't build up. Like, I don't want any mildew. And I laid out everything. And I'm actually ready to go prepared for the season. Usually, it's a hot mess. I don't know what is what. Honestly, it still feels like a hot mess, but my seeds are actually started. And I love to save money. I'm not going out to buy no pots. Y'all see me recycling these bottles, these plastic bottles. Say what you need to say. I am a recycler, okay? I'm not spending too much money on something I can save money or I can build myself. It's not happening. We all bougie until things get sticky. I already know. I also like to save money on seeds. So I get all of my seeds on Amazon. Not only do I like to save money, I like to save time, my energy. I like everything to be convenient, and Amazon just provides that for me. I find my seeds on there, I order them, they come straight to my door. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to feel anybody's weird energy or rude presence. So I get a lot of my seeds from Amazon. And I already got them started this season. And I'm so excited because, like I said before, I'm usually always so late playing catch up, wasting resources. I can laugh at myself now, but I also pity myself as well because I'm a very intelligent person. And to just go into something without doing any research and just thinking it's gonna work makes me realize how stressed I was and how much I needed this hobby to help me regulate my emotions. But now that I know what I'm doing, I'm really excited to get started again and actually have a plan and see it come into fruition and just see how the garden develops. So these are some of the seeds that I got on Amazon. I got a lot of peppers from this one company called Sereni Seed. And so far, they have not failed me. The peppers have been slow, but they haven't failed me. Then there's Isla's Garden for these Everglade tomatoes. I haven't had one sprouted yet. I don't know. I feel like it's me, so we'll see. I put some indoors and I also sowed some outside. So we'll see how that goes. My other seeds that I've had for like about 3 years, I don't know how long, are from Organo Republic. I think that's what they're called, Organo Republic. And I just have a lot of summer, just a lot, not even summer. I have a lot of vegetables from them. Now, if you're a gardener, you're probably like, Dia, where are your leafy greens? Where are the collards? Where are the brassicas? Girl, I don't know. I planted them. It was hot. I did my best. Okay. So I was showing you guys my sweet potatoes earlier. This is exactly where I grew them, in this area by my AC. And now I'm starting over with some Seminole pumpkins and I'm bringing the potatoes back. One thing about sweet potatoes, unless you go all the way down to the ground and get every single last root, it's going to come back because it's a root plant and it's in the ground. It's rooted in there. So I love that about them. They're very dependent that way. And it's a sweet vegetable. If you have children, you know. If you have a husband, you know. A partner, a picky eater, period. You already know you need them sweet potatoes. So it's going to be something that I grow every single year, and I'm very happy and excited about that. And how cool is it that I was able to grow them in the ground next to my AC? And for my AC health warriors, look, there's cement right there. Chill. Calm down and go find something to worry about for real. Anyway, here are my beautiful flowers. One thing I've learned in my gardening journey is that I need pollinators or I will become the busy bee. No, ma'am, I'm trying to be thick. I'm not trying to be skinny. I'm trying to be thickety thick. We're going to let the pollinators do their job so that I don't have to. Yeah. That is the biggest lesson I've learned. Preparation so that Mother Nature can take over at some point, because no matter how much you convince yourself you love this, you cannot do what Mother Nature does. No, ma'am. You will be out here looking like you need some food, like myself, like you need a recovery. Okay, don't. Introducing a new raised bed to the villa. She is reused, recycled, charcoaled out, ready to go. Foliage full. Okay, let's move on to my compost. I hate throwing away scraps, so I keep them. And this is exactly why. I'm going to show you in a minute after we see all of my foliage that I collect. If you see some random lady with a little Nissan just collecting leaves, mind your business, okay? Mind your business. Like I said, I like to recycle and reuse. I recycled a bed and made a raised bed for my zinnias because I need pollinators back there as well. Okay, the kitchen scraps. This is exactly why I like to collect them. You see the storage bin with this Seminole pumpkin and this tomato right here? The growth, chef's kiss. Such rapid growth that I experience here that I can 100% say that the kitchen scraps that I put in there, the organic method of really just collecting and preparing this soil really helped save time, resources, and I didn't have to fertilize this as much. I haven't touched this plant with fertilizer in weeks. I'm kind of resting right now and I'm still experiencing rapid growth. I'm excited to see how it grows compared to the other two that I planted. It's doing so much better. Now, the only thing I'm a little anxious about is the trellising. I don't have a proper trellis for it. I have these gardening sticks that I've gotten on Amazon that I've been using, but honestly, I don't think that's going to be enough to hold a pumpkin. So we'll see. That tomato right there is not doing too great. I'm hoping it makes it to the fall, to its second growth spurt, so then it'll shine there and look more like this one. But this one right here is the interdeterminate tomato that I have. The one inside of the ground, the one in the ground, that's the determinate tomato that I have. So I'm glad that I have two to see the difference. That is such a tongue twister. Oh my God. Anyway, this pepper isn't doing too good. It's a sweet bell pepper. It's covered by the zinnias. The zinnias have taken over this space completely. So I'm moving it into a storage bin so that it can have its own space to recover. And hopefully I get the same results that I got with that pumpkin and the tomato. Something similar at least, because I did not collect kitchen scraps for that bin, but that bin is where I grew my muskmelon and that did very good. So I'm hoping I get the same results. And I think that had a lot to do with grass clippings, because I remember putting a lot of grass clippings into that bin. So we'll see how that goes. Look at the rooting system on here. This was never going to be good. I got to clear this out, wash it, like all of this dirt and extraness just clogging up the rooting system. Yeah, let's wash that out. So after I washed this out, I also got a tomato as well. They were just stuck under the zinnias. Zinnias are very invasive. I'll give them a good wash. This tomato plant has to recover inside. She's beat up. Like, it's not going to happen. And that is something I had to learn to accept in my journey. Some of the plants are not going to make it outside. Even though that's where they belong, they're just too weak. They need some kind of other substance before, like, they need to recover before they can go out there. And that's one thing this journey has taught me. Like, I'm not as strong as I think, and sometimes it's okay to recover. I'm gonna stick her right here because this soil is looking healthy. The lemongrass is looking very mulchy. It's mulching. By the way, I love using lemongrass as mulch. go argue with somebody else about it. Obviously, it's not going to be me. Yeah, I really love using it because I don't have to spend money and it's already here and it smells so good. And it's organic. Organic. I really didn't think this organic versus inorganic thing was such a concept to follow and understand, but it really does make a difference. I like when you know where your stuff is coming from, you can track the changes in your space. So that's the difference that it makes. Now that you guys saw my garden, I hope you're starting some seeds. I've already got some sprouts, not to make you feel like you're behind, but get them seeds in them cups, girl, so you can get some sprouts going. Because if you're a true gardener like myself, you can say that you're going to take a break this season and you're done. But as soon as you look outside and you see other people's gardens, it's going to make you feel some kind of way. So get those seeds in the ground and get started early. I've already started plucking some seeds. That's one thing I've learned. Plant as many seeds as possible because not every plant is going to make it. Feeling regret at the end of the season because you didn't plant enough seeds is such a preventable feeling. It's such a preventable experience. Just plant the seeds and see who makes it. Now, I've tried lettuce before, and I didn't understand what people were talking about when the plants would just bolt in the heat. I get it now. It doesn't even have time to develop the actual plant itself. Like leaves before fruit, it doesn't have time to even build a system, a stem, a body. Like it needs to at least establish something, just like a human being. Before we go out here, us women, before we go out here just dropping babies, just having them, we got to learn, we got to go to school, we got to develop ourselves. We actually have to become a person, a human being, and experience life and give our own selves something to offer before we give everything to this child or the family that we're trying to build. It's the same concept. And I've had to learn to accept that I got to give my plants time to grow, just like I have to give myself and my children time to grow. And I'm having fun doing that. I'm having fun doing that and sharing that experience with others, especially other mothers. My message to mothers is go garden, please. It's such a great way to help regulate our emotions. Well, my emotions in particular, I can speak about my experience. Now, I'm not saying don't go to therapy. If you can afford therapy, definitely go speak to someone. Things are easier that way if you can actually speak to a human being and not plants. But gardening gives that, I want to say, instant gratification because plants grow every single day and it's something new to look at. It's another distraction besides the, I don't want to say mundane, but it is the mundane routine of being a parent. You're doing the same thing over and over again, and all you're dealing with is obstacles. So having a distraction like this that you can share with your family and share with your kids, it's great. As long as you're not spending too much, you're researching, and you're sticking within budget, and it doesn't become something that's overly time consuming that it takes away from your family. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, y'all look at my mango seed. I have about 3 of them getting started right now. My plan is to grow it in a container, so we'll see how that goes. I need to get the right container size and I will let you guys know. And this is a weed that I found just sucking up all the nutrients from my lemon tree. Do you know what this is? It doesn't look like a weed, but I have no idea. It looks like some kind of herb, but it doesn't smell like one. The only reason why I think it's a weed is because I have more than one. It shows up in multiple places in my garden, so we'll see. Mother Nature complimenting me with the mushroom. I hear slash read that if you have a mushroom in your garden, it's a compliment from nature. So thank you, girl. Thank you. You see me? Because look, the back in shambles. You understand? But these sugar canes might make it worth it one day. And last but not least, my husband is helping me fix my mistake of not drilling holes into my plastic pots before I put the dirt. Anyway, you'll learn to love me because I have good intentions, but I skip steps sometimes. And that's all part of the learning journey, as long as I retain the information and I move forward with a positive attitude. Especially when it comes to gardening. It is such a healthy distraction. So stay faithful, stay strong in your pursuit of happiness in this amazing hobby, and I will too. Subscribe, like, do all the good things so that you can come back and listen to me weekly. Bye.